Hey guys, hello. It's Darlene with Cutouts. I'm an independent designer with Cutouts. Oh, am I gonna lose my voice? I'm gonna drink some juice. I worried about that because I've talked so much. I brought in some juice with me. How is everybody? If you're out there watching, just say hello. So I know that you're here. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. Thank you. I'm so excited to be back. I feel like I was gone forever, and yet I also feel like it went by so quickly. Oh my goodness. I'm looking for another color. I might be substituting, I have the kit already set, but I might be substituting the colors because I was looking at my little ornaments, and I really need to have something for the top. So I am probably going to substitute silver instead of white. I'm not going to use white on here. Last night was kind of late when I was figuring things out. Gosh, guys, so much has happened. So many stories to tell you, and gosh, so many emotions that we went through. Holy cow. Just yikes, just so much. But hey, we have a lot of time to do that. We have the rest of my life to tell you all those stories. So Tara had this ready. However, when I'm going to go in and redo this, I'm not sure if she did it intentionally. One side of this is more narrow, or maybe the reason that she didn't go ahead and do this as a kit yet was because she was going to revise this. Yours will not be this way. See how this side is a little bit more narrow than this side? I will go in, I'll make sure that it's equal. She only had one cut out, so I think it was her trial run. Sometimes you go ahead and you do a trial run, and then you do the real thing. I'm also, let me go grab, she did one where it was all attached, so let me grab that so I can show you. You know what? I'm kind of thinking I should paint this one up as well. Should I go ahead and paint this as we're going? And let's see how this looks also. I could do that. So I think first she wanted to have this all be one piece, and then I kept sending her ideas, and she had other ideas, and so we did it both ways. So maybe what I'll do is I'll paint both. Do I have a tray here? I'm looking around. Do I have all my stuff that I need? I may not be as organized as I thought I was. I am looking for stuff. Hang on. And I will probably be ready in 2 seconds. Okay, I have a board here. I have a paint board. Yay. Okay, so we'll be good. So I think what I'll do is I will paint both so I can show you. And then I'll make this an option as well. Let me pop you up to myself. Just say good morning. Let me see if I have a notification. I did send out notifications through Project Broadcast, so hopefully some of you saw my notification. I don't have a notification that I'm live. That's so funny that, hey, it's my page and nobody's telling me I'm live, but there I am. Okay, so let me turn down the volume. You guys, it has just been so crazy. I was exhausted yesterday. I slept a lot, and I gave myself a break last night. A good friend told me to be kind to myself and to not rush in and get my bookkeeping caught up. It would be there. So thank you, Terry. Here we go. Oh my goodness, guys. Hi, how are you? I'm Darlene Brown. I'm an independent designer with Cutouts. I'm so happy to be back. Oh my gosh, it feels like forever. I feel like I've been gone forever, and yet I feel like I've only been gone a few days. So my equipment thought I've been gone forever. It was hard to go live, but you know that happens when I take a break. And I had to change my password, so I had kind of a scare while I was out there because my daughter-in-law, Tara, was working on Facebook over here, just posting a couple of things. And then I was over there posting things on Facebook. It got confused. It thought somebody had hacked into my account. So Facebook itself sent me a message and said, you need to change, there's suspicious activity on your account, you need to change your password. And I was like, is this really from Facebook or is this a scam? But yes, it was really from Facebook. So I had to change my password. So now on all my stuff here, I had to re-enter all my passwords. So anyways, I was a little bit worried because I don't want to lose you guys. I got to figure out a way to make sure that doesn't ever happen. Like have another account or have your email so that I can just send you a message and say, this is the new account. Okay, let's get started. This is going to be a fun project. I'll answer questions, and I won't go into too much with Africa today because tomorrow's What's of Love Wednesday, and we're actually going to have some things that are from Africa that will be auctioned off tomorrow. So pretty exciting. I'm excited about that. So let me see who's here, guys. I'm so happy you are back too. Hi, Laura. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. Yes. Hi, Deb. Thank you so much. It was a long, long trip. It was. Oh my gosh. But so worth it. Oh, Karen Ross, thank you so much for asking. George is 100% blind and has to be carried outside to his potty area and to his bowl. He is 100% dependent on us now. But he's still wagging his tail. He's still happy. He's loving to cuddle. I cuddled with him last night. He got to sleep with me last night. He's healthy still. So, you know, it's just something we have to do things for him. So thank you. Hi, Luann. Hi, Carol. Me too. I'm so glad I'm back. Hi, Carrie. I missed you guys too. Hi, Janine. Hi, Betty. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Sarah. Yes, I got tons of sleep. I actually slept a lot on the plane. And my last one, I had 0. Well, I worked a lot on the long plane rides. I would work for 2 hours, then I'd sleep for 2 hours. But my last plane ride, it said I had service, but I didn't. And God knew that I just needed to sleep. So my last my plane ride from Chicago to San Diego was 4.5 hours. I slept 100% of the time. So yeah, I'm caught up on sleep. So hi, Lenise. Hi, Tony. Hi, Karen Ramonko. Hi, Karen West. Hi, Melissa. Hello, Kathy. Okay, Tony, watch the replay. Yes, ma'am. You can do that. Hi, Kim. Thanks, Peggy. Hi, Cynthia. Thanks for sprinkling, Carol. Hi, Sylvia. I am so happy to be back, guys. I'm not going to put myself in the corner. I want to make this into a video, but I will bring myself on later. So I have 2 ways to do this. Okay, this one, everything's attached. I don't know how it's going to look. So I'm thinking when I'm painting this, I may as well just go ahead and paint it and chalk both. Okay, so this can be purchased without the sign. If you want to put this on something that you already have, maybe you found something at Dollar Tree and you don't want to purchase the big sign to go on the back because it will be less expensive to just get the deer head and the ornaments. You can do that. If you want the whole thing, you can do that. These will be available from the Etsy Store CreativeLaserArt4U. We're getting closer and closer to being able to put links in there, but right now we can't, but the name is above. Okay, so this one is all attached. I'm not going to put this on anything right now. I'm just going to show you, and then maybe I'll find another background to do that. This is our transfer. It's called Ornamental Deer. The name is always at the bottom. This is a size B transfer. Okay, so they retail for $15.99. I'm trying to learn all the new pricing. And then the kit will come with chalk piece in it and a squeegee and little pieces of jute. I'm going to stop putting 5 squeegees in there or whatever. You guys don't need that. Okay, you can wash your squeegee. Most of you have a ton of squeegees. And just to conserve on money and not charge you on all that, I'm going to start doing that. Okay. So hi, Dora's sister. How are you? I'm so happy to be home. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Angela. Okay, I know. I love the cutout too. So Tara had it ready. We've been communicating back and forth. I am so grateful. I actually had service the whole time. I was actually able to be a hotspot for a few. For a few of the girls, and then a couple of them were able to grab my phone and call home because I don't know, God let me have service the whole time. However, My hotspot that I paid a lot for did not work. So I purchased a hotspot to take, and not purchased, but I rented. And it's supposed to be specifically for Malawi. It did not work. So I was very grateful that I was able to have my service. Okay, like I said, when we do this one as the kit, I will, before any of them mailed out, I'm going to fix this. But I'm going to go ahead and just paint it. And I think that what I want to do is, I want to do kind of forest colors. So I'm going to do light buttermilk, and then I'm going to do forest green. And then on all the ornaments, I'm going to do Snow White, and then the background on the deer, I'm going to do light buttermilk. So let's get painting. Oh, let's see. The low prices on paste is the dream come true. Yay! And I'm having a sale. Oh, Jennifer, yes, I had to be on. Okay, so I slept a lot. We'll just talk a little bit about things, but I really want tomorrow to be a big, you know, story time for Watts of Love. So, we still have work to do, guys. You know, we raised a lot of money and we hit our goal, but we need to keep going and doing at least 1 or 2 Watts of Love Wednesdays. There's a lot of other people doing them, and I'm grateful for that. We don't have to do it all, okay? So there's lots of people that have grabbed that baton and are running with it and are doing their part because they see the importance of it. And they change things. So if you're a designer and you're thinking, gosh, I want to go, all you have to do is you have to have $2,000 in donations in a year. And guess what? They are going retroactive on this one because they're changing the qualification period, and they're changing the time that they draw. So they are counting this entire year right now. So from it's going to be from January to the end of December from now on. So what they're doing is all donations that have taken place this year are counting in this next qualification period. So you'll have from January to December for your 2000, and then in January at leadership is when they're going to choose who is going on the next trip. Yes, I just used my teeth. Yeah, I did. So, hi Barbara, hi Tammy, how are you? I just had to open that. Sorry. This one was light buttermilk. Okay, this one is forest green, and I love Americana. So we're just going to paint this, and then we'll set this to the side. We're doing the deer. Okay, so what they're going to do for this next trip, it'll be the same. They'll be drawing 4 people, and it will be random. Okay, so 4 people will win. 4 people will be chosen. I hate to say win, but it is win. So 4 people will be chosen for the trip, and that will take place in January at leadership. You do not have to be there because leadership is for anybody that is a mentor and above. They just want to change things up. And then do you remember the Watts of Love weekend that I went on? A bunch of us went on to Wisconsin. They're going to do that again. And that will be drawn at ChalkCon. Okay, so I understand why they're doing that. I know that when we did it at leadership, that it kind of was different because you had to put money in, and they kind of, I don't know, they figured out a better way to do that. So they will be doing the drawing for Watts of Love weekend. They will be doing that at ChalkCon. So they're just kind of changing things so that it makes better sense. Okay, so the next trip to Malawi will be in April, which is coming up. So that means, it actually means that, I think that is their summertime, so it'll be hotter. It was winter over there, and it was not hot for us. You know, some days were hotter than others, but for me it wasn't hot. Okay, so I got these 2 painted. Let's bring in our little deer. Like I said, I'm going to do both, just so I can see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm doing the ones that are detached, and I'm doing the ones that are attached. Okay, so let's just kind of put that up in the corner, and let me answer questions as we go. Hi Barbara, hi Tammy, hi Barbara. Okay, same Barbara. 2 Barbaras, Barbara Cragen and Barbara Thomas. Angela, twist the plastic counter clockwise. I know, I tried, and it really, this time it didn't work, so I had to use my teeth. Terry says, curious how I did about finding food. I had to take all my food, okay, because I was advised to take all my food because we didn't know if I would be able to eat anything. I was able to eat fruit every morning. We had beautiful breakfast with fruit and coffee. So that I was grateful for that. I did take my coffee, and I brought a little portable teapot like Sue has that she took to the last event, Sue. I didn't have to use it. The other thing, so there was that available. We did stop at a couple of stands where I could have gotten fruit, but we didn't. We really just didn't stop too many places. When you did stop, you were swarmed by kids and adults, people wanting money, and they're just, you know, that's how they're conditioned, is that, you know, they see an American in a lot of places, and they feel like that we need to be giving them something. So, and it's not their fault, you know, I don't blame them. Anyways, oh, let's see, I was going to do this white. Let's take that off of there. We're going to do this background, light buttermilk. We're going to do white on the ornaments. Oopsie. That's okay. So light buttermilk on this, and then we're going to chalk it in black. You can chalk it in brown. I don't happen to have brown chalk paste singles for you guys. Yeah, because I don't think they're making them. I guess we could do it in copper, but let's just go ahead. Maybe we'll chalk the one that's like this. We'll do that. Well, then I'd have to watch the transfer. Let's not do that. Let's try to make it easy on Darlene today. Okay. So food was not a problem. We actually stayed at resorts that had wonderful food, and there were times when I could eat the food. Like the last night we were at Latitude, which is close to the airport. It is in Lilongwe, and I was able to have a baked potato, and I had for breakfast I had fruit. I always took my granola with me. And what else? I just was prepared because I wanted to make sure that I had everything that I needed and that I wasn't a problem child. I did not want to be a problem child for anybody. I did not want anybody to be worrying about me. I made sure that I had my water. They gave us bottled water, which initially they said they were going to do just big gallons of water, and we fill our water bottle, so we were prepared for that. Okay, I want to make sure that I do the ornaments white. Okay, so I'm trying to stop right there. So I haven't looked at questions. I think I'm still live. So hi Myra, hi Sandy, hi Chris. But so finding food for me, it would have been difficult. Okay, so I took my own, and I was able to do that. They did allow me to take a second suitcase, and then at the end, our guide, basically, I'm going to say Connor, that's Nancy's son, so he was in charge of most everything. Nancy was there, but Connor is the one that has been in charge of things over there recently. Him and some of the drivers were heading to another area, and so we donated our food to them so that they would have snacks and stuff like that. I had extra food. I had salmon, and I had baby food that I took, guys. So the baby food worked out great. The little pouches that were like vegetables and fruit, those worked out great. I was not the only one there with them. It was a suggestive thing to us to take the baby food pouches because they're easy and it gives you nutrition. You want to make sure that you're there while you're there, you're taking your vitamins. There's a lot. Anyone that wants to go, that is curious about things like that, can ask me those questions, and I'll try to tell you guys about all those things. We did have to have mosquito spray on basically 100% of the time. So there were a few mosquitoes, not a ton, but we didn't want to get bit, and I was not able to take the malaria medication. So there's two of us that were not able to take it due to allergies to it. So I was at risk and she was at risk. We both got bit. However, I'm feeling fine, but I will monitor myself You know, there's a chance that you can get malaria from that just one little bite. But we did use spray all the time. We kind of feel like our bites were spider bites because they were hard. They weren't itchy like some spider bites. Okay, so so that was light buttermilk, and that's just white. And I'm gonna dry and sand. And if you have questions, you can just pop them in there. I am up to answering questions if you have questions about anything. But we'll have like a story tomorrow. I will tell you a story about the girl that most affected me and show you the short little video. Oh, you guys, hey, so as soon as I got off the airplane yesterday, I received an email that there was a sale on wood cutouts from Cutouts. So I hope that some of you were able to grab those. 50% off, basically. Buy one and they'll send you one. So you don't have to do anything extra. You just order, like if you want a set of the trees, then they'll send you an extra set. So you could do one for you. You could do one for a gift. I was going to show you those pictures really quick. Let me see if I can pop those up on here of the things, because it's all the major wood cutouts. Let me see here. Let me see if I can do that. I didn't have them up yet, so I'm just going to bring them in from my... Okay, so one... It's going to kind of bring them in differently, and that's okay. So that one's not going to be the correct price. It's okay. So we have the trees, we have houses, and it's just kind of, it's one of those things that just bear with me. I think there's 8 things, and I'm going to be doing some projects with them. It's a great time to grab them. If you are thinking that you want to do classes, or you're a designer and you didn't hear about the sale, you need to go to your back office and you need to purchase them, because it is the best deal that you're going to get. Not only do you get your 40% off, you get 50% off, basically, again, so you get another free one. So if you are a designer and you are thinking that you need to do this for classes, or you're going to be doing craft shows, you need to grab them. Okay, I'm almost there. I had to add them individually. There are 8 of them, and then I'll just kind of pop them up here, and we will be doing different things. Okay, so let me just pop it up here. We have the houses. So we'll be doing the Christmas houses. That's always fun. We'll be doing the Christmas houses. We'll be doing the mason jars in a Christmas theme. We have snowflakes. Those are fun. We have pumpkins, which are great. We have the fall leaves. We have the stars. All these are buy one, get one free. It automatically will send you one. So when you add it to your cart, don't worry that it doesn't say there's a free one. There's deer. Okay, and then Christmas trees. Okay, so it's a little bit confusing sometimes on when you see your email, you will see that you got one free. Okay, so don't be too confused about that. Hi, Sue, how are you? Hi, Peggy. You're ordering tomorrow, but last night one of your team ordered. That's awesome. Very cool. Hi, Christy. Hi, Betty. No, it's till the end of the month. Yeah, it's through the end of the month. And I am ordering some extras, so don't worry about that. I will have some for sale after I receive mine. Okay, so let's go ahead and sand these. So this is the Ornamental Deer. We're doing it 2 different ways. We're gonna try to accomplish doing 2 of these without having to wash our transfer. So I'm so happy to be back. Gosh, guys, you know, so many emotions. I was sitting there waiting for my flight in Chicago, and oh my gosh, I had to dry my eyes several times, because you just start thinking about, we have so much, and they have so little, and they're happy. Okay, this is a sander. It's from Gator. These little replacement things go on and off, so when it gets all icky, you just replace it. Okay, so there's that part. Let's go ahead, let's do this part, and then we'll bring in the background, and we will, yeah, I'm only going to do 1 coat of paint. It doesn't matter that it's not all the way covered, because these have a lot of chalk on them. So this one's all attached. This is just an extra to show you how it's going to work, and for me to kind of see how it's going to work. What was it, just yesterday, or can you, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading it again. Sorry. Okay. here is my transfer, and I haven't used it yet. So I need to do two things. I need to write on the back of it Ornamental Deer, because this is reusable, and Ornamental Reindeer, Ornamental Deer. I might have put reindeer on the thing, on my kit. Okay, so let it dry for a second, and then I'm gonna fuzz it. We're gonna grab our fuzzing. What grit is the sandpaper? I think this one is 220. It doesn't tell you. It does not tell you the grit, but I think this is probably 220 because the yellow one is 110. And then I think, hang on, maybe I'm backwards. The yellow one I think is 440 and the green one is 110. This is probably 220. So it's right in the middle. It's like a medium, but I use them all. Okay, what do we got going on here? You never know what you'll find in your fuzzing cloth. Okay, let's fuzz this a little bit and then we're gonna start painting, chalking. So we have our black. I'm gonna do my deer in black because it actually is gonna look really good. I'm gonna show you guys, but you can use brown. I just don't have brown chalk piece to put in the kit, so I want to show you how to look with brown. We have our pesto. In the kit, the green may vary. We have our candy apple red, we have our white, and we have silver. We probably won't use white. So if you have questions, just let me know. I'm so happy to be back. And tomorrow, I have some really cool stuff. We'll just do a couple of things from Africa that will be in an auction for Watts of Love. We're going to keep raising money. Here's some of the fun stuff. Okay, the kids were really fun. There were times when we just had to sit and listen. And at the very first village, the children just loved sitting there with us. And oopsie, I got hair. Got major hair in there. Take that out. You don't want hair in there. They love sitting with us, and mom sat together, and then all the husbands or men sat over in an area. So women and girls, and then men were separate, and then the children, all the children. You know what, guys? Bear with me for a second here. There is a long hair on here that I want to get off. There we go. And there's one here. I need to wash my fuzzing cloths. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my little reindeer here. Let's do this one first, and then we'll go over and we'll do this one. And we're going to do all of our cute little ornaments, different colors. I'm going to grab some other, some detail tools and multi-tools, so we have many different choices, and we're going to use just a little small squeegee, mini squeegee for our deer. So how many lights did we hand out? I think it was 1,200. I think we handed out 1,200 while we were there. I'll have to go back and count. There was one village that we were not able to go to because they had a death, and so they were not accepting visitors in there. So that was one that we were not able to go to them. My voice may go in and out. I'm going to grab some juice in a second here. I brought it in here. I think the change in, it was really humid over there. So I think that is affecting my voice. Okay, so I'm going to do this in black. You can do yours in brown. You can do it in bronze, in copper. I think that it will look good if you do it two-tone. Just however you want to do it. I'm just going to do the sample like this because this is the colors that I have. And that's the colors that will be in the kit. But brown would look really good with this. I'm going to be really careful right here where the strings are going to attach on the other one. I'm going to try. I wasn't really successful. I can't wait to see what this looks like, though. This deer is going to be super duper cute. I've missed chalking, believe me. I've missed making projects, but our time flew by and we were so busy. Okay, so we did not get to sleep in. We were up very early every single day and out of there. So most of the days we were out of there by 7-ish. And on the road, because our first light distribution would generally be at 8 in the morning, and then it would be long. There were times we were totally off schedule because they were so welcoming, and they wanted us to dance with them, and they wanted to do skits. And the chief even of one of the villages did a really cute skit. He was so funny. He was actually one of my light recipients. He was in my group. We broke into little groups. So we would have a trainer with us that was from Watts of Love, and one of us Choctaw people, or there's a couple other people that were there that were not Choctaw that were on the trip. And we would break into groups. So one trainer, one person from the US. Okay, let's pull this off and let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I love it. I missed this top, so don't rip it off like a band-aid. Look how cute that is. That is super cute. Super duper cute. I missed right there, but it's okay. All right, so just peel that off. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I need to line this up, and let's see if I can get this on here without messing things up. That is going to be the trick, is trying to get my deer all lined up without messing it up. Okay, and you know what, it's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay. It's all right. We're just going to try to get all of our ornaments on there. So this one, I'll go ahead and I'll do all the ornaments and everything. Okay. Can you hear Stubby snoring? Stubby is over here snoring. Silly boy. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we need to do the deer right away. And the reason we need to do the deer right away is because the chalk paste is going to dry on there. So let's go ahead and let's do the deer on here right away, and then we'll do our ornaments. If we have to wash it in between, we can do that. So you have to reorder the towels you had ordered from Amazon because they canceled. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Peggy. I went to order mine and I totally forgot. Mine were just sitting there. The cute little towels. I think you're probably talking about the ones that are for the Halloween ones. They had cute fall ones for Thanksgiving also. I've had them in my cart, and I thought I ordered them. I thought, oh, they're going to be back when they're going to be here when I get home, and they totally were not. So I have a show, not this weekend, but the next weekend I have a craft show. And so I'm going to be making a lot of stuff, trying to get things made, trying to get kits ready to go. But I'm also going to be having a chalk paste / ink sale this weekend on Saturday. So I'll be doing multiple things. I'm getting a lot of stuff ready for my craft show, which is in Alpine. If any of you are around here, it's in Alpine at the Women's Club. I will be there next weekend. We set up on Thursday. So what's so funny is I kept dreaming that I had a craft show set up today. It was, I don't know why, but that was just the craziest dream. Okay, I do have to peel this up because you can't just let that dry on there. You do have to peel it. So I'm going to put that back into my jar. And I do have to peel my deer. Okay, it didn't go through all the way. I think maybe I should have washed it in between, but he's just going to be a little bit rustic, and that's okay. We're okay with rustic, right guys? We don't have to be perfect. We do not have to be perfect. So I did pick up some things while I was there that we will have in an auction. I did shop some more at the airport. No surprise about that. But there wasn't a lot. Okay, so there was not a ton of things to choose from. I don't know why. It just didn't feel like when you go to Hawaii and you're at the airport and waiting, there's a bazillion things available. It wasn't like that here at all. The airport in Malawi is really tiny, very tiny. Okay, so let's do all of our little strings. We'll do that, and then we'll start doing some of our cute little ornaments. Is your paste formula, is my paste all the new formula? Yes, there is not any old ones at all. Oh, you ordered the cotton towels. Okay, perfect. Yeah, there is not any more of the old formula at all. I sold all my old formula a long time ago. Okay, I'm thinking, I'm going to do silver and do the top too. So I'm going to do the string part silver and this part silver. Yeah, all of the chalk paste is the new formula. I got rid of all my old formula a long time ago. Like, before they even came out with the new formula. I had a big sale and I sold all of that. I have some of my personal ones that are still the old formula, and they still work. The red is the old formula. I just had to add water to it. I just added water to my old red. Old red. Okay, I'm going to peel this side. After I do this, I'm going to peel it up, and I'm just doing this string in silver and the little topper part in silver. If we have to wash this in between, we might do that for the other ornaments to be nice. Okay, so there's that. Perfect. And we'll do this side. I'm just doing the little top part of the ornament and the string in silver. The kit will not have silver with it unless I can find a bunch of silver. I'm going to try. This is a little bit off to this side. I think it's too late to move it. I'm going to try to scooch that over a little bit. You know, guys, I gave up trying to be perfect, okay? I don't need everything to be perfect. I'm going to try my best, and it's going to be just fine. Okay, so there. Okay, so let's peel that up, and then we're going to do those ones. So this is just by itself. So this little guy is all together, and it's not perfect. That's okay. I am not concerned. Now we're going to do our, let me see if I can pull that over just a little bit, our ornaments. So we will do our ornaments one by one, and then I think I'm going to have to wash it to do these other ornaments because it will have dried on there. Okay, I'm just trying to get it centered a little bit better. It will take time to stir your paste. Yes, exactly. Sue says Johannesburg has the best airport shopping ever. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. We did not get to shop in Ethiopia. We rushed, you guys. We rushed to our plane. They did not allow us enough time in between. When we went from Malawi and we landed in Ethiopia. Okay, I'm just going to do this one all red. We got off our plane and we didn't have to transfer baggage. They did that automatically, but we had to race to the door. We were the last ones on there. It was really kind of crazy. We're like, okay, we didn't run. We didn't have to run, but you know, it was close to having to run. Okay, this is the old formula. So I am going to peel this as I go. And like I said, we'll probably end up, oh, that's really cute. Look at that. Super cute. Super cute. That was a kind of a joke in our van. We had the super good van, is what we said. Our drivers were great. Our drivers were from Malawi, and they spoke English very well. So they work for a company there. We got to meet the owner of the company, and they do all the driving around for a lot of the hotels. They drive lots of vans, but we had really great people that drove us, and I'm sure that when we go back, it's going to be the same. And it was just amazing to be able to talk to them about their families and their dreams and what they had going on in their life. And then they would kind of tell us as we went about things going on. And we felt safe the whole way. There was never a time that we did not feel safe. I did not ever feel like, oh gosh, you know, we got to watch out. Even on our safari was a lot of fun. Okay, this is going to be tricky to do this. I'm thinking that I'm just going to do it all one color. Let's do this one. Yeah, Charlie's taking the easy way out because I'm a little tired. I'm going to do this one in green. You can get out your little detail tool and you can do several colors. And well, I'm trying to hurry, but I am going to have to wash it really quickly to do the other little ornaments because I want them to look nice. Okay, so I never felt like we were in danger at all. There were times when we were sworn by children and they just wanted to have their picture taken, and it's funny because they have had their picture taken many times, and we could tell that it's not their first time seeing themselves. They would point at the camera and they would laugh, and then they would want their picture taken again. And if you gave them the opportunity to hold your camera, they knew how to make it bigger or smaller. So it was not their first time having their picture taken. There had to have been other tourists there or other groups that had shown them that. So it was great. The kids were amazing. The group over there, so it's called the Lighthouse now. They are in charge of all of the That is so cute. Look at that. That turned out really cute. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for me. I'm going to do a little touch up right here. We are going to wash this really quickly, which is great so you can see how to wash it. Okay. It's always a good thing for you to know how to wash your transfers. The best way is in your sink. Yeah, the best way is in your sink. But we never ever felt like, hey, you know, guys, we never felt like we were at risk. Even on our safari when there were wild animals, we never felt like something could happen. We got to see lions and tigers and elephants. It was all just amazing. So if you're thinking you want to do the same thing, you can set your goal to that. You actually can purchase, you actually can go on your own. If you're a Cutouts designer, you can't go with the Cutouts people on their event, but there are other events throughout the year, and there's other places that they go. Okay, so you would just go to www.whatsoflove.org. I'm just touching up a couple little places. There's right here is a little bit light. Just gonna do that. Okay, let's dry it, and then we'll wash our transfer really quickly. You'll take your time to, okay, oh, sorry. I'm looking at it again. If you have questions, pop them in here. I'm happy to answer questions. Isn't that cute? I really like it like that. So you'll have the option. I'm going to put the option in there to do this one that's attached. But there is also just single ones with the ornaments are going to be hanging from there. I kind of like the black. I kind of think it's kind of classic. Okay, let's move this one out of the way. And let's wash our transfer so that we can do our ornaments. The reason why I have to wash it is because I wasn't quick enough. I'll just try to do the ornament part. Okay, so I'll just try to do like the bottom part and wash it. So you can just use water. You can take it to your sink and you can wash it in there. But you can just use water and some wipes. I have some, they're actually water wipes, but I also have Clorox wipes. So let's just get this clean. And then we can do the ornament part. So just wipe it. We're going to spray it. We're going to wipe it. We're going to spray it. We're going to wipe it. And then we'll just move on. And we'll put everything onto our board. It might be easier to clean the whole thing. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But it actually would be easier to clean the whole thing. Let me grab some paper towels. And we'll see how we do. We want to make sure we get all of the chalk paste out of the ornament part because that's the important part that you're going to be using. So, and as far as I know, everybody made it home safely. There's only one person whose bag did not make it, and they're trying to find her bag. I feel really terrible. But I got all my bags back, and I think everybody else except for one person was, at last that I heard on our little chat, we had a great little chat system, which worked if you had service. Not everybody had service, but we also were not allowed to go anywhere without the Watts of Love team. So we weren't able to just venture out on our own. That was not an option. Okay, I'm thinking that I can probably do this and not have to clean the whole thing. Okay, so, but if you wanted to, you could totally clean the whole thing and do the second deer by itself. But here, we're almost there. Thanks for being so patient, guys. And I'll go back and I'll wash this whole thing. Okay, so we're just gonna do our little ornaments. I have the ornament part clean enough, and then we'll wipe all this. Okay, so I'm just gonna slide my ornaments under one by one. And we will do our cute little ornaments. Here's one. Yeah, it really is best to just wash the whole darn thing. It's a lot easier to do that. Okay, so when we were at the safari park, we did not have windows. We had screens. So we only had screens, and you could hear the animals at night. We had wild pigs in, like Pumbaa. We had Pumbaa in our little area. We had them all the time. And we had orangutans. I think that's what it was. And the little tiny monkeys that swung from the trees all the time. We had I think they're gazelles. I don't know. There's a lot of little deer type ones that were in our camp. So all the time, trying to light it up, sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna do these like I did the other ones. I'll do the top part silver and I'll do the bottom part similar to the other ones. You can do any color you want. If you want to do it in blue and silver, you can totally do that. So these will be available in the VIP group. It'll be a kit. Or you can head over to the Etsy store after a little while. And they will be there. They are not there at the moment. What time is it? 7:15. Okay, so these, yes. Okay, so Lori, you're new. No, Lysol wipes and Clorox wipes are just fine. Thank you for answering that, Cheryl. When you're handing out lights, okay, let me go back to this question. Christy, when you're handing out lights, did each family in the village get a light? No, they did not all get a light. It was not all their turn. So it was determined ahead of time. I know, I was really sad for some people that didn't get one. There were people that begged us for a light, ones that didn't get it. Okay, I'm being easy on myself. You guys can, honestly, you can mix it up and do any colors you want. I am going to just use my red and my green. So it was determined ahead of time by the chief of each tribe who would get them. There were people that did not get them, that were sad. They were sad. They were upset. They pleaded. There was a little girl that was probably 10 or 11 with her baby on her back that pleaded with me and wanted my light that I had for demo. And you can't give them anything. You are not allowed to give them something. Okay, so there's a certain way that you have to go about it. It has to be, they have to be on the list. You could not give them your light even if you wanted to. It was not allowed. You could get sent home from the trip if you broke the rules. You know, there's rules for a reason, because they don't want everyone to be doing that, to be giving out lights, you know, on their own. You couldn't say, oh, I'm bringing 10 lights from the state and I'm going to hand them out to whoever I want. You cannot do that. You could not hand out stuff to kids without permission. They do not want to cause a frenzy. You could not give someone clothing without having permission. Everything was donated to the church there, to the parish, and was going to be handed out. Let's do this one red and this one green. Handed out. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. We'll probably switch it up when I'm putting the ornaments on there, because I think I just messed that up. Let me plug in my glue gun too. So there was ways that you had to go about it. It was not just, oh, I want to give them this. No. And even the bracelets that I took over to hand out, most of them were not handed out. Okay, they were given, we had to wait until we got to a village where we had enough time and we had the right quantities, because the villages are very large. So if we only had 150 suckers and there were 300 parents and kids, you were in trouble. So you couldn't just give things out randomly. It didn't work that way. People would have taken it from you, and other people would have been upset. So we wanted to make sure that everything was done the way that they wanted it to be done. So that's it. I hope that explains that. There was a lot to it. Okay, so I didn't know that we wouldn't be able to just sit down and start painting kids' fingernails. I didn't know that. We took fingernail polish to paint the girls' nails. There was never a time that we were able to do that. We ended up donating that, and that will be distributed. And the teachers, so that will go to a school, and teachers will use that, and that will be a reward for the girls. But, you know, it's... Everybody wanted something from you. Whenever you were driving, they would run up to the vehicle and say, money, 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 or bottle, bottle, bottle. They just wanted the water bottle. We may have snuck some water bottles, empty water bottles out the window, maybe. I'm not telling you that. Because we weren't supposed to give them anything, because it causes a frenzy and it causes bad feelings if everybody doesn't get one. If you don't have 300 of something, then you can't hand it out. The lights were the exception, because that was all done by a list, and they had to bring their ID with them. So I know, how sad with the 12-year-old child. I know, and I got a picture of her. So she will be one of the things that we talk about. One of the people that I talk about that affected me, that really makes me, you know, I have to keep going. I have to keep going. We have to keep going. And also, one amazing thing. Okay, I'm just drawing it so that we can work with them. So there was one place that we went to that we had distributed to 2 years ago, and they had done great things. They had pigs and chickens and sheep, and some of them had tin roofs, and it was amazing. It was amazing what they had done with what they had received. Okay, I need to sand this. I'm just going to set this on top of here, and we'll sand this lightly before we assemble it. So we found out that they don't have a well. So the girls that went, there's 8 of us from Cutouts, and then there were 2 other girls. We are going to combine our money, and we are going to purchase the well for them. It's $5,000, $5,000 to $6,000 for the well. So each of us will be responsible to raise $500 or $600 on our own. So this is not anything I can do with Cutouts. This will be on my own. You might see something posted on my personal page, but we are going to get them a well because they need a well. Okay, they've done great things already, but they carry their water a long ways. So we are going to get them a well, and we're coordinating with the Father Fernando that helps in the area. We're coordinating with him. We're going to get them a well. So that's one of the things that's going to happen. That I think it's just amazing that God puts you in places, and you never know the impact that you're going to make. You never know. You just don't. So little by little, all the little craft kits that you guys purchased added up to a lot. And we were able to help a lot of families. And it's just amazing what can be done when you put your mind to it. When you set your mind to it and you start. Okay, so the whole thing is just starting. The whole thing is, if you're a designer and you want to start doing this, hey, even if you're not a designer, you can raise money. You can go on the trip. If you're not a designer, you can go on any of the trips. You just have to raise money, and you have to pay for your own airfare. And that's the great thing, is that anybody can actually do this. It doesn't have to just be Cutouts. So if you have it in your heart that you want to do that, you just go to lotsoflove.org and look and see when the next trip is. And honestly, guys, you will not be sorry. I promise. Okay, isn't this cute? I honestly don't really care where they go. I'm just going to make sure that my colors are apart from each other, and I have string to attach them. And I'm thinking that I want to do it differently than what I had over there on the other one. So here's the other one. But you don't have to do it the same. You can do it however you want. You can mix things up. Okay? So that's how the one that is all attached is. If you're chosen to go on the next trip, will you go? Yes, absolutely. I would love to go back. So I would be able to, because I was chosen 2 years ago. With Cutouts, you cannot go back to back. However, there was many of us that were chosen that, I'm just going to do them in one by one. Let's just do it one by one. What you're going to get in the kit is a big piece of jute, and you're going to tie it on however you want to. If you want it to be on the back and not have it tied, you certainly can do that. If you want to have a little knot here, that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll just glue it on there. So if I was chosen, I would go again. Yes, I absolutely would. I don't know what hubby would say, because the next trip is in April. That's not that far away. Okay, I'm just going to do it like that, and then we'll just hang it. We're just going to kind of tie them on here in different places, And let's see. Let me see how that one was done. Okay, so I'm cheating. Okay, so one is like right in there. And I'm going to cut that. Yeah, I absolutely would go again, for sure. There's many of us that are like, yes, I will go again, but there needs to be time. And we learn so much. We know that we are going to be able to help the next ones. We learned the things that you need and the things that we didn't use. Okay, there were things that we took that were just, okay, well, we didn't even use that. We didn't need that. The places that we stay at had everything covered, and it was a waste of space in our suitcases. So we will be able to help those people know what to bring and what not to bring. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one. This one will be here, and that one will be right in there. So this is the boring part. This is the boring part. You will probably get more than what you need because I like to give you enough. So if you have questions, just pop them in there, guys. I am up to answering anything that you have. Yes, we did have to pee in a hole. Did Darlene successfully pee in the hole? Probably not. Is there evidence? Yes. So they don't have outhouses like we have here from years ago. Their outhouses are a hole in the ground, and you take your own toilet paper in there, and you do not put your toilet paper down into the hole. The hole is a hole in the ground that it's covered up with a rock. Once you're done, once you have done your business, you cover it back up so flies and stuff don't gather. And it is like about that big. Imagine with skirts on, trying to squat over a hole and make it into the hole and not have it dribble down your legs. That's quite a challenge. We did have the little funnels, the pee funnels. The first time I did not use one, and the second time I was like, give me that thing. There are little funnels that you can use. That's like a female type funnel that you can use that help you to aim better. So interesting. Now, some places that we went, we stopped at gas stations. Gas stations did have regular bathrooms, but for the most part, we were not close to gas stations. We were out in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing around. So you either held it, and it was hot, so you were sweating, and you needed to drink the hydration powder in your drink the whole time. I added that to every bottle of water that I drank there. I added hydration powder to it and drank it, and it was yummy. I had the tea ones. Okay, so I'm just tying these on here. So I had the iced tea ones, and they were great. You really didn't want to have to go do any other bathroom businesses there. You didn't want to, you wanted to do that at your hotel. The hotels were great. There was not always water. There were times when the water didn't work, and that's okay. We made it work, okay? There were times when there was not hot water where you took a cold shower, and that was fine. Because you thought about, hey, what are they doing out there? What are they doing in the village? Do they have running hot water? No. So you felt for the people, and you knew that if they can do that, I can do that. Okay, so I never worried about not having those things. So what else? One of the places they did have us eat with them. I was not able to because of my food allergies. I was the exception. Everyone else had to grab a plate, and they ate. They had rice and red beans. Can you hear Stubby snoring? And they had a spinach dish, and they had goat. And Nancy had purchased all of the food for the entire village. The entire village ate with us, but we were the ones that ate first, that grabbed the food, and everyone ate with their fingers. So that was the traditional way. You didn't have utensils. They ate with their fingers, and you had to finish everything on your plate. You did not return your plate to them with food on it. You had to eat everything. And most people took a little bit and tried things. Not everybody tried the goat, but most people tried a little bit of everything. So that was kind of interesting. Okay, I need a bigger piece than that. But I was the exception wherever we went. Connor would explain that I had food allergies, and he had food allergies also. They almost killed him at one place because he had talked to them at the safari park. He had talked to them specifically, made sure that there was not going to be nuts, and they served a dish that had nuts in it. They served pesto, which had nuts in it, to him. And luckily, he stopped and he asked and found out that, yes, there are nuts in this. So they're like, well, they're just cashews. And he's like, that's my #1 allergy. Okay, sorry for, this is kind of the boring part. You can, if you want to just glue it on there, you can absolutely glue it on there. If you have some cute little silver string, you can do that. I just want to show you how to do this part. Okay, so let's trim this. Now we're going to glue it on there. We're going to use our hot glue and our regular glue. What I want to do is I want to flip it over. I want to put a little bit of my hot glue on these to hold them in place. Okay, so I'm going to do that on purpose. You did not like goat, but mandor worms you ate. I don't know that they had worms there. That was not on the menu. So goat is probably a delicacy because it's very expensive, but Nancy purchased that. I don't know, gosh. I would have eaten it if I thought that I could, but I didn't know what spices were in there. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of hot glue there on that part to make sure that it is going to stay into place. I'm going to press it down with my squeegee. Okay, so I'm not going to use my fingers. I'm going to just press it down with my squeegee to get all those in place so that they don't move on me. Okay, and then we're going to put our glue on, and we're going to glue this thing to our little sign. If you have a sign of your own, maybe you have something from Dollar Tree, or you have a Chalk-and-Chore sign that you want to put this on. You don't have to purchase the back part. You can purchase it by itself. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to get all this stuff up there. We're going to plop it back over on there. Zimbabwe thing. Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah, I'm sure they have different things here and there. Okay, let's get some of our glue on here. This is just my Aleene's Tacky Glue. I love to use this. I'm so happy to be back, guys. Oh my gosh. I loved being there. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. Okay, so I'm just happy to be home and be with my puppies, and I cuddled George, you know, for hours last night. He's just 100% dependent on us. He cannot do anything on his own. He has to be carried to his water bowl and hand fed. He can't find his food. He really is struggling, but he is not suffering. He's struggling, but not suffering. So if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to put some hot glue on here to help me get this down into place. And then I'm going to quickly turn it over. And I actually don't have very much hot glue on the antlers. It'll be okay though. Don't worry. Don't stress. So I would go back in a heartbeat. They were wonderful people, just so welcoming. Everywhere that we went, they were happy and welcoming, and just so happy for us to be there. Okay, I'm going to have some little glue things. I'm trying to make it so that when I lay this down, that I just lay it down into place. Okay, so I'm going to center it, and this is where it's going to be, because I can't move it. Once it's down, it's there because I have the hot glue on it. Okay, then these guys, I'm going to glue these down. Okay, so I think I'll tuck that underneath there. I think it'll go right under there. There we go. Okay, and this one's just going to tuck right there, and we'll glue these down into place. Just so many emotions that you go through with going to a place like that, and you realize the things that you have in your life that really shouldn't be important. You know, there's so many things that we have that we really don't need. There are not that many things that are necessary in our lives. Things that we could do without. Now, the plane ride home was so long, and I have to tell you that people that are on Ethiopian Airlines, they, oh my gosh, they were like slobs to me. The rows, those poor cleaning crew. When the cleaning crew goes through there, they probably had to clean really a lot. People didn't pick up their trash. There was stuff everywhere. It was not like when I got off the plane in San Diego and I walked down the aisles, it was almost 100% clean. There was very little for them to do. But in Ethiopian Airlines, I don't know what the difference was. And it's kind of that way there too. There's trash everywhere in their country. They don't really, it's different. They do not pick up things. Everywhere you go, there's plastic. There's stuff everywhere. Okay, that's not sticking very well, but it doesn't matter because other parts are, and it will be fine. I'm going to take my hot glue gun to just kind of get those, not my hot glue gun. I'm going to take my heat gun to get rid of the little pieces of hot glue that are sticking there. So see these little strings like that? Take your hot glue gun. Take your heat gun, and it will make those things shrivel up. Okay, so all the little strings go bye-bye when you do that. All right, what do you think? I think that's cute. I'm going to hang this one. I'm going to put the little strips on the back. Okay, I love this one. I think it's super cute. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. This is so funny, guys. I'm watching, I have the captions on here and I'm watching it and there was a cuss word in there. I didn't cuss. I didn't cuss. It's so funny. Terry, have a great day at work, Terry. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, let me okay, so this is the regular one. Which do you like best? Do you like it with the strings or do you think you like it like this? It's kind of cute like that with the wood pieces like that, so you don't have to tie the strings on. But I kind of like the strings. I think they're kind of cute. Now, the things that I use to hang these are from, dang it, I can't talk. I can't find, oh, here we go. So here they are. So I use the command strips. See the little Velcro? It's really super easy to put that on there. You just put it on the back, you peel this off, and then you put this part on, like that, and you just marry them together. Then you peel this off and then you stick it on the wall. When you are all done with your like the season and you want it to come down, you just pull this. So when you pull this, it easily comes off the wall. So I'll hang this with command strips. For my craft show, I would put hooks on the back so that somebody else didn't have to use command strips. But isn't that so cute? That is super cute. All right, guys, let me pop myself up in the corner so that I can be up there. Where is my little, there's my thing. It's been so long. I feel like it's been so long. I feel like it's been forever since I've been crafting. Oh my goodness. I did take stuff with me. We did intend to do like little tattoos on kids' hands with the minis, but we didn't have time. I did take some skeleton transfers with me. We just ran out of time for things. But this turned out so cute. I love the colors. I think they're perfect. So I used candy apple red. I used pesto. And then this was black. The black looks great. I used silver for the little top part of the ornament. This one, I used the silver on the string. I base coated it with my light buttermilk. The ornaments were base coated with white. And then this is forest green. So, whew, okay, I gotta go clean up. Gotta go clean that transfer. I gotta get my day started. I will be answering questions. I'll pop the pictures of these in there and make them available. They'll be available on Etsy after a little while. Okay, be patient with me. Today is going to be a killer for me with my bookkeeping job. We will be doing kits all week. What are you doing, Tub? You want to say hi? Come here. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come here, buddy. He's over here. He's itching. Say hi. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Say hi, buddy. I know. I love you. You want down? Here you go. There you go. All right. right, guys. More stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow's What's Up Love Wednesday. We'll have an auction on a couple items. I'll show them on here, and then we'll put the auction on as a post, and you guys can bid on that. We'll raise some money for What's Up Love tomorrow. Yay! Okay, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to look and see if there's any last minute questions, but probably not. So have a great day. It's Tuesday. Mwah. Bye.